You're intelligent. You see red flags in everyone else's relationships instantly. So why can't you leave yours? Because you're not fighting love. You're fighting biochemistry. The pain isn't pushing you away. It's creating a chemical dependency that's hijacking your nervous system. This is trauma bonding. 3 mechanisms, working simultaneously, right now. Here's what they're doing to you. Mechanism 1. Your brain can't tell intensity from intimacy. Slot machines. They don't pay every time. Loss, 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 jackpot. That unpredictability? That's what makes them addictive. Your brain releases dopamine anticipating the win, not getting it. Your relationship is the slot machine. They hurt you, ignore you, devalue you, then flowers, apologies. The person you fell for comes back for 48 hours. Dopamine floods your system. Not because the moment is special, because your brain was starving for relief. Consistent kindness? Your brain adapts, normalizes it. But hurt 9 times? Kindness once? That 10th moment feels like salvation. It's not love, it's your nervous system experiencing temporary relief from pain they caused. You're not in a relationship, you're in a cycle of withdrawal and temporary fix. That's addiction, not connection. Mechanism 2. Cognitive dissonance is rewriting your reality. You believe you're smart, you believe you deserve respect, but you're staying with someone who disrespects you. Those can't coexist. Your brain hates contradictions, they create neurological discomfort. So it picks the easier option. Change your beliefs to match your actions. Leaving requires action. Convincing yourself they're not that bad, that just requires mental gymnastics. They had a hard childhood. Work stress. Nobody's perfect. These aren't insights. They're your mind protecting itself from admitting the truth. You're choosing this. Dr. Judith Herman studied trauma survivors for decades. Found that victims defend their abusers more aggressively than the abusers defend themselves. Why? Because admitting the abuse is real means admitting every day you stayed was a choice you made. That's the lock. Every day you stay, your mind invents new justifications. The longer you're in, the more reality distorts to make staying feel rational. You're not seeing them clearly anymore. You're seeing the story your brain needs to tell itself to avoid the pain of facing what's actually happening. Mechanism 3. You're in love with a person who doesn't exist. You've seen their best self, 10% of the time. On good days, when they're trying, your brain locked onto that version, decided that's the real them. Everything else? Temporary. Stress. External factors. Wrong. The version that shows up 10% of the time isn't the real them hidden under pressure. The version that shows up 90%, the one that hurts you, that's who they are. Potential isn't a person. It's a fantasy you're in a relationship with. Every kind moment convinces you the permanent version is coming. One more conversation, one more breakthrough, one more realization away. Years pass. You're still waiting. Dr. Lundy Bancroft spent his career working with abusive individuals. He said, "The question isn't why they treat you this way. The question is why you accept it." People change when staying the same becomes more painful than changing. If they haven't changed, it's because they're comfortable. You're waiting for someone who isn't coming. They're not coming. Mechanism 4. Identity fusion is erasing you. Your sense of self isn't separate from the relationship anymore. It merged. You don't know what you want, only what the relationship needs. Your goals shifted. Friends drifted. Hobbies disappeared. Not because they forbid them, because managing this relationship drained everything. You became someone whose entire identity is their partner. Without that role, you don't know who you are. Dr. Alexandra Stein studied coercive control. Found abusive relationships follow cult psychology, isolation, dependence, identity replacement. They didn't just take your time. They became your reality. Your world shrunk until they're the center, and leaving feels like annihilation. But here's what they don't want you to know. The version of you in this relationship isn't your truest self. It's your most diminished self. The real you, boundaries, dreams, energy not spent, managing someone else's emotions, still exists. Buried under months or years of this, but not gone. Stop here. If you've recognized even one of these mechanisms in your situation, comment the mechanism type. For you, because naming what's happening to you is the first step in breaking it. And most people will watch this, recognize everything, and do nothing. That's the bond talking. It doesn't want you to act. Prove it wrong. Comment. Then keep watching. The exit. 5. You'll never feel ready to leave. The bond's entire function is attachment. Waiting to feel ready is like waiting for hunger to make you stop wanting food. Here's what actually works. Write down what they do. Actions only. No feelings, no interpretations. Ignored my messages for 3 days. Criticized my body in public. Promised change 4 times. Changed 0. Your emotions are compromised. Facts aren't. Show someone outside. Not for advice, for reality calibration. If everyone who loves you is concerned, you're not seeing clearly. Plan before announcing. Where you'll go. Who supports you. What you need. Don't give them time to talk you down. Decide. Plan. Execute. Expect withdrawal. You're breaking chemical addiction. You'll miss them. Romanticize the good parts. Doubt yourself. That's not evidence you're wrong. It's evidence the bond was real. Real doesn't mean healthy. Don't text. Don't check their social media. Every time you do, you reset the detox. Rebuild. One thing you loved before them. One friend you lost. One space where you're not defined by this. Your identity didn't fuse overnight. Won't separate overnight. But every action reclaiming yourself loosens the bond. Your brain did what brains do under intermittent reinforcement, cognitive dissonance, and identity fusion. This isn't weakness. It's neuroscience. But understanding the mechanism gives you power to dismantle it. You can't think your way out. You act your way out. One boundary, one fact faced. One day, choosing yourself. Now here's the part most people skip. You just spent 7 minutes learning the exact psychological traps keeping you stuck. Information that takes most people years and thousands in therapy to understand. If you don't subscribe, you'll forget this by tomorrow. The algorithm won't show you the follow-up. You won't see these tools again. The bond you're in wants you to forget this. It survives on you not having clarity. Subscribe. Not for me, for the version of you 6 months from now who'll wish you had the tools you're about to get. Next video drops in few days. The psychology gets darker. The tactics get more specific. Don't let the bond win by making you forget. Take one action today that's for you, not them. You're stronger than the bond. You just haven't acted like it yet.